Mono Black Devotion. This is my hope for a mid-range deck in a ramp deck format. So this deck is headlined by Gray Merchant here. This is the big Devotion to Black payoff in Standard in general. So when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is equal to your Devotion to Black. Gain life equal to the life lost this way. So you got a bunch of good, cheap black cards that have a lot of pips on them. Gray Merchant is notably absurd with Night Shepherd here. So if you have an Oven in play, and you have Night Shepherd in play, and you play Gray Merchant, you can sack Merchant to the Oven to have it come back as a 1/1 and tag them twice, equal to your Devotion to Black, which is just an incredible amount of reach. We have Erebos the Blackheart as a tough-to-kill creature, as a payoff for a Devotion to Black, as well as to generate card advantage. We've got some Ayara here to generate Devotion, as well as draw cards with Cauldron Familiar and Gutterbones. So let's go ahead and dive on into some matches with this one and see how it goes. There's a good chance this is a standard deck that can keep, or mid-range deck that can keep up with the ramp deck because of its incredible amount of reach at the top end. This is a pretty easy mulligan. Oven with no cat's not great. Double Erebos is kind of awkward. Yeah, this is fine. Little bit slow, but we're on the play. I'm going to go ahead and bottom the Oven. We have 3, 4, 5 here, which is decent. Yeah, so the submitter of this deck had 4 copies of Priest in it. But this deck just doesn't have that many bodies to pair with Priest, so I ended up trimming down on them. The submitter also wasn't playing any Woe Striders, which also works well with Priest. It's pretty okay with Nightmare Shepherd too. So added some of those in so we get some escape value in the deck as well. I think I lead on this, so in case they have Bone Crusher Giant, they can't kill my 3-drop. It might also be right to just Murderous Rider, the Edgewall Innkeeper. This card draws a lot of cards if it's left unchecked. Something to consider there. Hey, Cassius89, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. That's a Spellbreaker. Huh? We could potentially kill them next turn, huh? So this is 5 Devotion. This is 7 Devotion. So if they don't interact with my board and they just attack me, we hit them for 4. Rats. And then we sack this and kill them. I think we just do this now. Yeah, I mean, it was a little aggressive on my part. It's also very likely maybe I should have left this back so I could draw a card with her when they went to kill my thing, so I could be up a card here. Land's actually a great draw because it lets me go Woe Strider into Murderous Rider, and then I can block Woe Strider here on the Questing Beast, and then also sack it to draw a card. Hey, Zombie, thanks for the couple of sub-gifties. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend wherever you're at. Welcome to our new members of Hoaglandia. So that means I can't chump block the Questing Beast this turn, but they do lose Bone Crusher Giant, so they don't get to draw a card. Erebos is an incredibly good draw here. Let's us block Questerson. Yeah, Spawn of Mayhem could be okay. If we're unimpressed with Priest, that could be a card we could consider. So this is a creature as long as our Devotion to Black is 5 or higher. Just stonewalls the questing beast. God, the sound play on Erebos is just powerful, huh? You just like feel it. All right, so kill you next turn. This card's great, by the way. Stabilizes you and kills them. Quite highly recommend. Not bad. .jpg. Couple of Noxious Grasps. Couple of Ritual of Soot. It's a set matchup. Probably. Tiamat. I guess he gets a relatively big booty. This could be okay. It provides double Devotion to Black. What do we think of this? This could be a Ritual of Soot matchup. I don't know, though. I kind of think I want to focus on my spot removal and blockers instead, though. It doesn't kill Questing Beast, so we don't know exactly how big or small they go. Like, if they show us, like, Zerta Goblin, Ritual of Soot's probably good. But if they're a little bit bigger than that, Ritual of Soot becomes less appealing. In monocolor decks, how do you determine how many castles are too many? I think if you have... I think 23 lands is where I hit 4. Usually I play 19 basics. So anything at 23 plus in a monocolor deck, I play 4 castles. You could even explore playing Witch's Cottage potentially in this archetype if you want to get greedy. But I definitely think the first Witch's Cottage is worse than the 4th castle. Easy mulligan here. Excellent Hearthstone hand. Unfortunately, this is Magic, so we need some lands to play. Hey, Blasted Storm, thanks for the half a year of support. Day MGG, I appreciate the 16 months. That seems fine. The bottom here is actually quite tough. I feel like it's probably Cauldron Familiar, although I could also see Erebos being the bottom, because if I bottom Cauldron Familiar, my Erebos is pretty far from being active, and the static text on this isn't super useful in this matchup. Like, I don't really want to pay life to draw cards against the aggro deck, so if this isn't about to be a body, I probably don't want it just yet. One thing that's worth noting is that Night Shepherd makes tokens that are the same as the card except for their size. So Night Shepherd the tokens Night Shepherd creates do provide devotion, is something that's worth noting. Yeah, if we draw an oven, the cat can fog an attacker. That's nifty. I think I just attack and, like, hold up Noxious Grasp here. They play, like, Questing Beast, I can kill it. Lovestruck, also fine to kill. Oh! This is a mana dork that enables Lovestruck. That's a really good innovation. I like that. It's a really good innovation. All right, kitty ate it. I think Murderous Rider the 1/1 in response here would be loose. Want to save this for the next actual play. right, now this I'm going to kill because this also kills the Rimrock Knight, so it's a 2-for-1. If these lose their target, they don't resolve. It feels a little bad. Feels great. Sick. So anyone's game based on how top decks go from here, but we were definitely ahead at the moment. Why is this thing a 4/4? This card was one of the more impressive things about the Calyx deck we played earlier. Makes 2 mana if they control a creature with power 4 or more. Oh, papi! Papi! Nice removal spell. And we're done here. Murderous Rider is one of the best black cards in this format. You're not wrong. It's very, very good. Hey, DZMTG, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a great stream wherever you're at. Bombs away! Here's Gary. Drawing mono black Devotion, splashing Thassalan. I think there might be something there to be figured out. I believe that. You could play 1 island, 4 passage, and then the 8 dual lands. Yeah, I'd buy that for $1. You could the mana definitely works. 13 blue is enough to cast Thassa. The black-white Calyx deck we played splashed Calyx off of 13 green. Caleb was playing Gary with Thassa and Yarok. Of course he was. That's great. His hand needs some lands, but if it finds them, the spells are very good. So, Thought Erasure here is the reason why I led on the Oven. I could lead on Gutterbones to get a hit in sooner, but getting the Oven into play is valuable. We've seen any of the green Devotion decks? We've not. Not played with or against, I don't think. Anticipate Jund Sacrifice remaining viable in this upcoming format. Yeah, I think all the decks that were good last season will likely still be good.
I know my responsibility. Oh, I've done the hero thing before. Hey, that was uncalled for.
Yeah, I mean, this happens every ladder season. A lot of my best ladder seasons are, like, for new format seasons. I, like, accidentally end up in the top 1200 without trying, just because, like, so many people play so many different brews. Once things settle down, it becomes... Oh. Have I mentioned that this card's the best design in the set? It's so good. Just so well done. Yeah, after seeing the interface, I don't understand how any of my opponents could have been messing that up over the last couple days.
That didn't pan out. Here goes nothing.
It's a creature with a modern spell tech onto it. Yeah, in a way. Yeah, and the fact that, like, the animation actually turns the card down when you're looking at it. It's like, oh, this is super easy. Really, really well done, all things considered on the interface design there. feel like we're dead here. Okay. Yeah, we have an Esper Hero submission in the queue that we'll probably get to tomorrow or Monday. I watched a couple other people play it on various streams. It looked okay, though. New Ashiok is so good. I was actually pretty underwhelmed by New Ashiok when we played it yesterday. The fact that 5-mana Planeswalkers typically generate card advantage on their +1, and there's a lot of matches, there's a lot of matches where, like, making a 2/3 just doesn't count as card advantage. I'm gonna sack this to Scry because it counters their abilities, so they don't make me exile a card from my hand. Ah, yes, Magic Online, where there was already a standard challenge event that took place, because Magic Online is the premier competitive tournament client for Magic the Gathering. He's good against slow aggro and bad mid-range. Yeah, that's true. Ashiok is definitely good against slow aggro and bad mid-range. Agree with that assessment. Which of the two are we? No, don't tell me. Lie to me. Lie to me. This lets us pay 2 life to draw a card when something dies. Have a good one, Mez. Catch you later. Woof. Yeah, we're super dead here. Got thoroughly picked apart that game. Plaguecrafter is actually not good against the hero aspect of their deck, huh? Priest seems really bad. Gutterbones just, like, never meaningfully attacks. Noxious Grasp seems fine. I want all 8 discards, all 5 discard spells. Probably a little bit too many against the more mid-range build. Do I want Soot? Like, it kills exactly hero plus tokens. It seems a little narrow. It also kills a variety of my things. I think Soot's mostly here for the Nissa matchup, so we can clean their lands out. Is the goal. Why do I want that card? Instead of me telling you your sideboard suggestions are bad, tell me why they're good. Tell me why I should play them and what I should cut for them. It doesn't kill Atreus. Take a 10-minute break. Oh, Twitch chat. Drill bit's an excellent draw here. Ah, yes. Discard spell your discard spell. A tale as old as time. Oh, I missed a point here, right? Because I'm going to be playing this and I'm not attacking. If I'm not attacking, I should have waited to bring this back to my turn. Yep, so that should be it. They could be at 14 if I'd played better. Do I deny them the scry by sacking this? I think so. The extra food could be useful with the cat later too. Anti-Evil, thank you for the 14 months of support. I appreciate you keeping me around. Make sure you got a sword for while you're here. If they play Teferi here, I might just pay 3 to draw a card. We're at a pretty nice life total. Wouldn't mind being up a card in this game. It's good doing weekend streams once in a while. Catching a lot of sub-names in chat that I haven't seen around for a bit. That I assume watch on YouTube mostly. Should I have just Ridered the hero? Maybe I should have just Ridered the hero. Let's wait and see what they do with the Teferi. I'm just going to draw a card this turn.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
I think that's good to know too. If you're someone that watches me primarily on YouTube and you're here live for the first time in a while and you weren't able, you've been like waiting to drop a Prime sub off, but your schedule doesn't line up, you can also Prime sub while I'm offline too. So appreciate the people that take the time to do that and drop it off if my schedule doesn't line up exactly with theirs. I should wait, right? I'm not attacking, I should wait. All right. Let's play the Oven. Let's just Agonizing Remorse here, I think. Take a peek at what they have going on. We'll give them another turn with the hero. I'm just going to take Murderous Rider here. We get a Bant Nexus player with clock damage. Nice. Jeskai, Alliance, and Black-White Calyx were both very good. I'm going to tag them as decks of the day. I always just set a calendar reminder. So if you look on, if you're on a desktop computer and you click on the sub button, it'll tell you when your Prime comes up. Wait, doesn't that suck? I'm glad we saved the Rider. I always set a Google Calendar reminder when I know it's up. Yep, so they get a thing, and then next turn we'll get to kill this. Hopefully we draw a land next turn, so we're able to Rider and then replay Rider. So we'll block here, we'll sack this. I'm going to wait to bring it back again, because again, we're not attacking just yet, and if I draw... I guess if I draw Ayara, it doesn't really matter, because I'm Ridering. Land is great. Kill your thing, play my Rider. Yeah, when I was in my early 20s, like, remembering everything was no problem, but now, like, with the kids and Christy, there's just so much stuff going on that it's just like, I just can't, it's just impossible to remember everything. Did not used to need a calendar, definitely can't function without it now. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back and jump block with it, I think. Just kind of gain some extra. I have plenty of extra food here. Oh no, they plus Teferi. Oh, I punted. Alright, shame, shame, shame. We're in kind of a medium spot. I don't think that we were quite out of there. I didn't process that Teferi had plussed. So I was thinking I could jump block it, and then they can't. That's a sorcery. Teferi changes the timing. At some point, we'll remember every bit of text on those walkers, probably by about the time they rotate out of Standard, which is good, because there's still going to be plenty of play in Historic and Pioneer. Esper Hero seems like it's back to a degree, but again, like, I think it's just hard to know, because there's a lot of people who just aren't playing the good Simic decks on the ladder. So it'll be, the test of time will be if that archetype can keep up with what had previously been pushing it out. Like if the new tools give it a leg up there. Okay, Cat Oven in our opener against the aggro deck sounds good. Could be red-white, could be Mardu Knights. Definitely just leading on Cat here. Cat will get to block the Venerable Knight, and then sack next turn, gain 3. That's true. It picks up consistency by getting its other 2 temples. And I feel like Fabled Passage is like a lot of my 3-color mana bases haven't even had that many temples in them. Like, I don't think, so I feel like the 3-color decks have been pretty okay. Fabled Passage is a lot of work. Huh? Priest seems real mediocre in this build. I, don't have a lot of things that I, want to sacrifice to it. Man, I might cut the last 2 copies of this for something else after this match. So they don't have good attacks here, because this eats this and this blocks this for free. Ember Cleave is real scary. I mean, Passage is already almost instant 4 of in most multicolor decks. To have good, consistent mana, you really need about 12 dual lands. This attack is awful. Right? It's awful for the reasons I just said it was awful. Did they not know how large my creature was? What's the deal there? Dream Trawler is a heck of a card. Atris is also nothing to scoff at too. That 3/2 with Menace has been super duper impressive. So I'm gonna bring the Cat back here, and I'm gonna go ahead and block the Venerable Knight with it. So they're encouraged to put the double strike on the weaker of their 2 creatures. Turn on auto order for this deck. Have a good one, Pino. So we're taking 9 here down to 13. And then, I'm putting this Cat back into play next turn. Maybe I should have blocked with the goat and sacrificed it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these decks playing Fenlurker. That card seems real good. Seems plenty fine. I think I want to just Rider something this turn. Incidental life gain here, just burying this opponent. Neat, Trusty. That's good to hear. We're gonna dip back into Modern on Wednesday, I think, is my plan. Alright, White Knights. Noxious Grasp sounds good. Ritual of Soot sounds great. Erebos is probably a little slow. Priest just doesn't seem particularly good. Let's give this a go. Hey, Ayara makes the floor on the not good cards a little bit higher, right? You're like, and in you go. Sand's fine. Not amazing, but fine. Else above, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. What, Tiamat for the chunky blocker? Yeah, maybe. It does get a lot of defense. Ooh, haha. The humans doesn't have a terrible Jund matchup, especially if you have access to Auriok Champion. Although I guess Ren in 6 makes that probably more challenging than it once was. Fenlurker is a card that I've seen a lot of other Black Devotion decks play. It's a 2-drop that makes Black Devotion. So, it seems pretty reasonable. Unbreakable formation attack you for 2, huh? Strong plays from the aggro deck. Alright, so we'll go Ayara into Gutterbones. We might need to Grey Merchant next turn. If they attack with the Worthy Knight, they could 6 us. I guess that's not even that scary, right? Because I just like go land double Murderous Rider. That's interesting. So our devotion's going up to 9 here. So this is currently an 11-12 ball with Ayara. So this is doing 12 and they're dead, right? I counted that right? I have 9 devotion now. This adds 2 is 11 and this is 12. This card's real silly. This card's real silly. Bye, friends. Papi! Go, Gary, go! Go, Gary, go! Fenlurker with a sacrifice outlet is like also good with Nightmare Shepherd, which is great. Pretty good. I'm gonna trim the last Erebos and put another Fenlurker. Yeah, maybe Gutterbones isn't great. This card seems kind of medium. I guess it's okay with Ayara. I'll leave 3 in. I'm gonna get to 4 Fenlurker though. Let's do that. The real question though, chat. The real question is, should we play another deck after this one? Get another 45 minutes or so with this one. We'll see where we end up at in 45 minutes. It's a long time from now, I suppose. If we stay above 2,000 viewers, I have another deck loaded up for after this one. All right, another aggro matchup. Let's go. Let's go. How often does chat say, nah, I think we're good, go get some sleep? Never. Actual never. Oh, was that real decks have curves, chat? Real decks have curves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Do 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 do. Did I claim the firstborn? Rimrock Knight. Okay. When is Pioneer supposed to be in arena? They didn't give us a timeline. Based on my previous software development experience and knowledge of the industry, I would expect it to be 3 years at a minimum. We might see a Pioneer Light format where we get some of the cards but not all of them as soon as next year. But it's ways off to say the least. What's sweet here too is I get to play Nightmare Shepherd next turn, and then Ayara eats the Fenlurker and brings it back into play with the Shepherd, so we get to take another card out of their hand. Yeah, we're gonna get something that's like a Pioneer Light format, which I think that's a good solution. I think working on that and the in-between is good. We actually just kill them next turn, right? This hits them for 20 next turn. That would actually be a great solution, Q, April. Once they get Pioneer Light in, put a deck challenge type thing like that, I think that's a great suggestion. No, this is 20 because Ayara does too. It's 20 because Ayara does too. If I block here, this cleaves for 10, 11, 12, 13. Deal. So Nightmare Shepherd, exile this, brings it back to play. Nightmare Shepherd tokens are the exact same as the card, only they're a 1/1. So this still provides 2 devotion to black. Yep. So we go to 6, and then we untap and kill them. Nice aggro deck. Shouldn't have given me a turn 5. Yeah, Phyrexian Arena with Grey Merchant and Arena and Historic's gonna be gross. Man, oh. Yeah, you get it again. You're like, hold on, folks, I won't do it again. Grasp and Soot sound good. Maybe I want Tiamat. This card might be fine. Sure. That was a 20 ball. It wasn't 16. Don't sell my Grey Merchant short. He dealt the full 2-0. Nightmare Shepherd's very good. We played an Abzan Enchantments deck earlier today, Bob, that was stellar with Nightmare Shepherd in it. It was very, very good. Just a 4/4 flyer for 4 is good. Sure. That's fair. That's fair. Let's not sell Ayara short. Ayara did 2 of the 20. No, I agree. You're super right. This animation is like so unreasonably aggressive for an uncommon. Just like, hold a moment, allow me to scream at you. Please hold while I scream. Vomit. I don't know that our curve's gonna be good enough this game. I think we've died, chat. I think we've died. This is like pretty close to a nut draw on the play, right? These are both 3/2s with first strike here. Hey, Herbivores, thank you for the 20 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. This is in fact why Magic sucks as a best of one game. Much rather have a shot. I think I'm happy that I boarded. Let's just run it back. Opponent's very thanks. I mean, we said that last game, right? Like their mistake was giving us turn 5. They're gonna play around that this game and make sure we don't get it. Fix their mistake. God, these spells are so appealing. Cat Oven plus Soot. Feels magic, man. Feels magic. Alright, I think we keep this, right? I'm gonna bottom both ovens here. Just like Fenlurker on the play can hopefully help us on mulligan. You get to take 2 cards away from them. That's the goal. Ugh. So I wanted to Tiamat first in that last game because I wanted a 2/5 in play. It sucks against a removal spell, obviously, but leading on a card they need to kill means Ayara is more likely to live as well. I think regardless of how we sequenced that game, we were going to die. Yeah, if we run off a bunch of lands here, like if we draw running lands the next 2 turns, we could have a real shot. Second Grey Merchant helps us stabilize really hard. Well, you know. That's about how I feel when I miss my 3rd land drop. I feel like this animation embodies me mulliganing and then missing my land drop. Just good clean living. Oh, that's really good. There. Muldrifter missed. Exile 2 cards from a graveyard. You get 1 for each creature exiled this way. Could be useful later. Man, gonna get cleave. It's gonna suck. Really? Why do they not have cleave? Is there a red source? I think we're dead. $10, $11. What? Ritual of Soot could keep us in the game, potentially, yeah. They have Embercleave the whole time? At the end, Ember Cleave the whole time, none of our decisions really mattered. Yep. Get Splinter Twinned. Like we talked about last season. Were we actually dead there? That was 8, 9, 10. I guess I had a draw step. I guess we had a draw step. Should have drawn for Ritual of Soot. Coulda drawn for Ritual of Soot. It would have left our Grey Merchant alive. Set release high is great card. You're not wrong. Two, three, four, five. I wouldn't be surprised if a deck like this ends up being pretty powerful, but the gameplay's kind of straightforward, right? Like, I could write a computer program to play a lot of these hands. It's like, well, I guess we curve out. I guess the goal is we curve. Oh, sweet, Simic. I wanted to see how this deck does against the Simic decks. Please be a ramp deck and not a counterspell deck, though, because counterspells are lame. Hey, Tesla, good to have you here. I think we're going to do one more deck here for this. I'm going to tentatively put Mardu Fires in the title. Mardu Fires. If we stay above 2,000 friends for the next half hour or so after this deck is done, we're going to do one more. It is a good start. Alright, show me what you got. Sweet, they exile the big pig. That means they're on ramp. Excited to see how this goes. This could, because of this incredible amount of reach, like this could be a mid-range deck that keeps up with these ramp decks. Yeah, we played the Blue-Green Titan in a Sultai Escape deck in the league before this one, or the set before this one. Yeah, look at that. Opponents playing Simic colors. They're ranked 6 on the ladder. That's not a coincidence. The Uro animation is easily up for best in the set, possibly best on Arena. So you're saying if I have 2,000 accounts and 2,000 computers, I can make you stay on forever? Not forever, ever, but longer than normal. When I have the ability to run late and we have a big viewer count, I like to run extra. Alright, I would like to eat this Fenlurker and exile a card from your hand. Yeah, Fenlurker is a great inclusion in this archetype. The interaction with sacking it and Night Shepherd is real good too. It's like drain you, take another card. It would be more cost effective to just keep paying him $100 to do more leagues. That's true. That's true. For $100 a pop, I also stay on. I like money. The land shall conquer you. Oh, this is cute. So if they don't have a Mystic Dispute, they're dead. I guess they could have Brazen Borrower. Ooh, Cavalier Thorns. Okay. Are they still dead? No, they're actually still dead, right? Because this does 20, and then we attack with both of these, and they take 1. Yeah, this is, like I said, if there's a mid-range deck that could be playable in this format, this is it. You have them exactly dead because they attacked with the Hydrate Graces. Actual 20 ball you, attack with these 2, kill you. It's weird. I don't know if weird, is it weird or telling that like the playable, if this is the playable mid-range deck, like the playable mid-range deck and the playable aggro decks in this format both have combo kills in them. Like Ember Cleave is a combo deck And like, this is also basically a combo deck. Do I want Agonizing Remorse here? I feel like I want Agonizing Remorse. I want Ritual of Soot. I want Noxious Grasp. Is this fine? I think this is fine. Is Modern Shadow a combo deck? I think it is, Bob. I've always classified it as a combo deck. The only thing that makes Shadow playable is Temur Battle Rage. I think when you cut Temur Battle Rage from Shadow, it stops being a good deck. Click Nice Media. Thanks for keeping me around. Have a sword. Sure. Yeah, that's exactly true, Big Kitty. With all the incidental life gain and stuff that goes on, like, you just have to punk people out, basically. If we win, we get to be number 6. That's exactly how it works. Yeah, please don't attack new mods before I get to them. It makes more clicks for me. Please and thank you, Knights. I know we memed on that for a little bit, but... Sweet. Every time Risen Reef doesn't accelerate, it's just like, yeah, get out of here. Perfect. They see me lurking, they hating. Do. What would you say is the most difficult or nuanced top tier deck in Magic's history? I just like going through questions like that, because a lot of those, this deck is easy to play or this deck is hard to play, ends up being largely like ends up being masturbatory. It ends up being a way for people to like say that their deck is tough, so they're a good player because their deck is hard and they win with it. Hey, Ken. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yikes. Well, we can never kill the Agent of Treachery. Oh, and they milled into Uro. Vomit. Why did they give a Titan to blue-green? Shepherd is not legendary. Why couldn't they just, like, give blue-green? Why isn't something that's unplayable like the black-white god, they should have just been like an unplayable blue-green god. I mean, we probably can't race their good draw when we're on the draw. I don't know. If we rip like a Gray Merchant, like, Gray Merchant's still pretty close to lethal, right? And we're not dead super soon. He said as his opponent played a 6/6 and then gained more life. Yeah, blue-green EDH god is probably what it should have been. I'm gonna jump with Fenlurker here, I think. Here's hoping they don't have a sack outlet. Am I dead? Did I die? I didn't actually count there. Yeah, Uro Earl, like a couple of the things that they missed on Simic, it's like, oh, okay, I can see how you missed that. But just the sheer number of them, it's like, what was going on in like 2016 when they were designing these cards? What? Whose idea? Who was in charge? Who was driving the car that we ended up here? An elk was driving the car, and we're done. Their last card, Stone Cold Nothing, Crisis. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. Ritual of Soot actually does not seem like how I win this matchup. Maybe I actually rather have the drill bits. Yeah, let's just bring in the discard spells. The bits. What a release ready sound effect. What a release ready sound effect. Anybody have a towel? Apparently I need to dry my cards off. All right, let's just draw lands for the next 2 turns, huh? You want to draw like Nightmare Shepherd land and then we combo kill them on 5 again? Does that sound effect mean you should research your client? Nah, it's okay. The client's actually not running that bad. Let's just jam this. No plays till turn 3. Sure. Oh, by the way, for those that aren't familiar, this trigger gains life too for some reason. For people that really aren't convinced that this card's silly, not only does it ramp them, but it gains them 3 life. Because why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it gain them 3 life? What else could it possibly be doing other than gaining them some life? All right, I'm gonna attack with these. We're gonna go ahead and eat this cat, draw a swamp, and then we'll agonize plus Fenlurker here. Castle would also be fine. Perfect. Swish, chat, swish. Recorded. Never forget, this stream was recorded in front of a live studio audience. Just talk forcefully, yep. Why are discard spells so tilting, chat? Why are discard spells so tilting? Why are discard spells so tilting? Alright, hit you for 10. Go. Hoping to draw another Grey Merchant. Grey Merchant, Shepherd, both lethal. Seven lethal draws next turn. Oven is also a relatively good draw. Easy Shepherd, right? Hey, they're down to 4. That means them going to 4 means Cat is lethal. Cat and Oven are both lethal now because this strains for 2 because it triggers both Ayaras when it comes into play. So Cat is lethal, Ayara is lethal, or Cat is lethal, Oven is lethal, Merchant is lethal, the 4/4 is lethal. I get 2 draws in it too though, right? Because I get to draw a Fenlurker, or draw off, I get 3 draws, right? Because I could do this at end of turn. It's like a third of our deck is lethal and we get 3 draws at it. So Maybe a little more than a third. And again, like, this is what a mid-range deck needs, right? Like, we're mid-range in the other matchups, but here we're just trying to combo kill them. It's just like Embercleave. We're just trying to punk them out.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
It's a sweet turn. It's a sweet turn. It would be a shame if you were to die next turn. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray! Do 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 do. Swish. Whee! Thanks for shocking in the breeding pool. I appreciate you. Easy, easy game, easy life. It's a good pickup. Curves out nice here. Looking forward to 2 years of dying to Gary just like last time. Hey, it's only like 18 months of dying to Gary. Thank you very much. You paint Gary out to be some kind of monster. He's not. Watsy spent the last year making Simic Busted so he'd cheer for Grey Merchant. I think I just Fenlurker plus Cauldron Familiar here. Well, this month on the ladder is extra worthless, right? This month on the ladder qualifies you for a non-qualifier tournament next month. The February tournament that this month qualifies you for is literally only worth gems, right? It's worth 200 gems per match win. So, like, the thing you're trying to qualify for is worth $10 worth of in-game credit. Yeah, so every other month is a worthless tournament. So January was a qualifier to play in a tournament worth 6 figures worth of money. And February is a tournament that you win 200 gems per match win. And the extra funny part about it is, like, why wouldn't they just give you more free money? Like, it doesn't cost them much extra to be generous. Like, you should be getting $20 worth of gems per match win. That's what you should be getting. $20 per match win would be reasonable. The only thing it costs them to give you $20 worth of gems per match win is the opportunity cost that some of those players might buy fewer gems in the future. Do I kill this? I feel like I'm supposed to kill this. If I send these here, I'd hit them to 8, and then I kill this. They missed a land drop. I think I'm supposed to kill this. This lets them eat my Fenlurker, but I've got plenty of devotion in my hands. Like, losing the Fenlurker is not a big deal. We'll pick Gutterbones back up here. Pay 2 life. Yeah, I think I can afford to pay life at this point. Like, saying it's 0 cost is not true because there's an opportunity cost for them, but it's a really flipping low opportunity cost. Like, to an absurd degree is it low. He's gonna go ahead and murder the Spellbreaker here, I think. What do you mean you got a game for only $60, Bob? Did you steal it? Did you like steal it and you paid for it off the back of a truck? Is that what you mean by only $60? What if I attack like this? They block. I put them to 1. Felt guilty about stealing a game, mailed them $60 in an envelope with no return address. Yeah, a lot of our deck was lethal there, yep. All right, so Little Goblin probably means Ritual of Soot comes in. Noxious Grasp seems fine here. I don't know that I want Tiamat or not. Gutterbones seems a little medium. Maybe trim a... I guess Woe Strider's not stellar. I'll bring in Tiamat instead. I kind of like our curve here. It's not terrible. So, having gold sinks is important, Tesla, but I also think it's important to differentiate between the two things you just talked about. Like, the bolt sleeves are a great example of an ideal gold sink, whereas gating formats like Brawl behind paywalls is a great example of idiotic things they shouldn't do. So having gold sinks and having cosmetics be gold sinks, non-optional extra features be gold sinks is ideal. Locking core gameplay features behind those things is silly and bad. I think I'm just grasping this turn. I guess we don't know that they're missing a land drop. This could go either way. It might be right to just hold this up for a questing beast here. I don't know. Could go either way there, like I said. So this can't block, but might as well cycle it through now. They've already spent their time. Just get my clicks in. Yes, killing Domri does take away removal spell they have sitting on the board, and it makes their things hit for less, so definitely some appeal to doing so. Land here is excellent. I'm going to go ahead and Fenlurker plus Tiamat here. Take a card out of their hand, and then next turn I can Nightmare Shepherd, and we can eventually set up the old Nightmare Shepherd Grey Merchant combo. I see you choose to play Cat on turn 2. Is Cat combo that good that you want it online right away instead of playing a 2-drop? Yeah, especially with Zertog Goblin in play. If my opponent didn't have a 2-drop ready to attack me, I would probably play a 2 instead, but playing the Cat on 2 meant the Zertog Goblin could no longer hit me, which was ideal. Losing my oven here is actually a big deal because it makes my Nightmare Shepherd markedly worse. Hey, thanks for the 20 months, Dorox. I appreciate you keeping me around. Welcome back. About to get stomped. This savages me. Yeah, this was a bad block. This is an awful block, especially with Nightmare Shepherd in my hand. Especially with Nightmare Shepherd in my hand. That was a bad block. That was a good draw. I think we just take this opportunity to do this, right? Getting to kill their stuff while none of my stuff dies seems ideal. I guess I'm not blocking. Maybe I should attack. However, not getting hit by like a hasted Zertai Goblin here is appealing. So do we get lots of cat tokens? That's not how that works. This requires us to exile the thing. Brutal. Think we're dead here. Yeah, my block was bad, but I think even without my bad block, we probably end up dead. I guess the Ritual of Soot kind of made the block not really matter. Not out of it just yet. If we hit like some running Gray Merchant, maybe we could be okay, or an Ayara to stabilize our health total. The oven here means we get to start chumping the Zertai Goblin again, which is great. Yep. Sure. I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
My heart beats in unison with the wild.
Nope, not dead yet. Go into one. Go into one. I don't think we can win it. Oh, we can draw a Doomblade, right? We can draw Noxious Grasp. It's got to be Noxious Grasp. We don't have enough life to Murderous Rider. All right, game 3 on the plate. Let's do it. Hey, Bandit. Happy Saturday to you, too. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. Let's run it back. I would love to play first. Easy mulligan. All right. Yeah, April, I can't even fathom how much money they would make off of a good cube on this application. Like, they make piles of money with cube on Magic Online. If you put a format like that onto this client, just print their own money. What's our best draw? Like Ayara and then lands? I would be shocked if a vast majority of their profits on Moto doesn't come from the Vintage Cube. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either. The take is like 30%. Yup. They would need to fix drafting MTGA. That's not even true. In fact, you could probably argue drafting a cube without having to wait for 8 people to fill it and drafting it at your own pace would make it even better than Magic Online. I would definitely make that argument. Feels like we're dead. Hey, to Obsby, yep, running long today, tomorrow, and Monday. I'm gonna take Tuesday off to get my website updated, catch back up on paperwork stuff. I would like a card, thank you. Good news is they don't have anything else going on here. We got that going for us. I think I'm just doing this. Really? They had a stomp and didn't kill my cat? I think we're dead here. Feel pretty dead at least. Ha! It exiles my cat. Yep. That is how that works. Let's try one more with this. Try to end on a high note. What is up? Pretty miserable mulligan. So, I described this when we started as a mid-range deck. After playing more games with it, I don't know if that's actually true. I kind of feel like, I don't feel like this deck is bad, but I also kind of feel like it's kind of just like aggro-y, this is my stuff, do you have the thing? Like, we have a little bit of interaction in some of the games, but a lot of the games it's just like, did I curve out and kill you? Like, I actually wouldn't be surprised if this deck ends up being pretty good against the... This deck ends up being good against the ramp deck, just because the ramp deck doesn't interact with you, and you just get to run them down. Yeah, it feels like the good part of what's going on here is, and this is again kind of a commentary on the format too, is like, the thing that's good about the red aggro decks in this format is that they're Embercleave decks. The thing that feels good about this deck is that we're just like combo killing people. Like this or mono white more. I think I enjoyed the play patterns of the mono white deck more. The mono white deck felt like it had more play to it. There were more like sequencing or in-game decisions. I'm trying to hit a land drop here. Like there's some choices with the deck. Obviously every Magic deck has some decisions in it, but I feel like the good things about my deck aren't very interesting or engaging. Just like be linear. Whenever this or a non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 satyr that can't block. That's really good. I think I'm still supposed to trade here, but that's kind of gross. I think I just picked this up and pass. No blocks, go to 14. Oh, we're attacking with that. Interesting. This attack seems loose. Feels like we're super far ahead. Eat Fenlurker here and end a turn. Go to 14. I don't really want to trade. I guess I have another Ayara. Maybe I am supposed to trade there. Whatever. Feel like we're kind of on a build our own adventure book at this point. Sure. Oh, does this make 2 1/1s? Okay, this card's the real deal. That is very good. Like, legends like this that like do something like that when they die, when they're clunked up and would otherwise be awkward. Wait, what? Oh, it makes 4 1/1s. That's disgusting. Wait, how does that make 4? Whenever this or another non-token... I've been live for too long. Each one makes 2. So, like, when I kill this, they get 2 things? Oh, if it has the last line, I'm missing it. If a power is 4 or greater, you get 2 instead. This card's disgusting. That's real good. This card's absurd. It's very good. It's a card that's as good as we expected it to be. Are we okay? I don't know. I felt like we were super far ahead and then like this happened and now I'm not sure. Oh, my Woe Striders are about to die. Yeah, we're in danger. They do have escape for later, potentially. That's true. There's 4 cards total I've been including these. I need it plus 4 others. So the problem with sacking Gutterbones to recycle is then my Ayara is tapped. I'm tapped off my Ayara this turn. Maybe that's correct though. Just because I could pick it back up and play it again. It lets me gain and drain for 1 more too. And they are kind of low. So like draining for 1 there would be relevant. I think chat's right that I should have done this on my turn and cycled it through again. I think I'm gonna eat this now and then just put the Woe Strider into play. Oh, I should have just played the other Rider. Did I miss? I missed lethal. Well, we'll figure it out. It'll be okay. If they play a 3rd one of these, do I die? This will be 9, 10. No, I'll be okay. Yeah, I'd be kind of surprised if red aggro is a droid we're interested. People are interested in playing in this format. Owl gets real excited when you win. Tiamat sounds great. Erebos is real slow. Ritual of Soot sounds absurd. Do we like Gutterbones or Fenlurker better here? What do we think? Maybe Woe Strider. It's a 3-mana spell. This curve's pretty. 11, 7, 7, 6, 4. I kind of dig it. Can you dig it? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sure. Tiamat's legal name is Timmy. Timmy. Well, that's rude. What am I having ever do to you? I'm gonna come in here and break it all down. Like, the animation is just so far over the top. It's real difficult to respect it. Alright, so we just want to draw lands for the next 3 turns. Alright, so we need to draw a land. If we draw a land next turn and the turn after, they're going to have a real hard time winning. Exiled a Slaying Fire. Alright, so their last card is Gasoline. Got it. Okay. So we're taking 5, 9, 10, 11. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. I guess I need to block. I have to block this here. And even this, this lets it split into 2 1/1s, right? Oh, if the creature had under 4 power. I thought it was if this card had 4 power, it made 2. Well, that's lethal. It's unfortunate. If they hadn't peeled this to kill us, we might have been able to rip a land and Grey Merchant them for 8. Stabilize a little bit. It's fine. We'll take the 3rd game on the play here. Maybe keep 7. We've been live for almost 9 hours now. We're going to do one more standard deck today before we wrap things up. Remember, if you can't watch everything that I make, that's understandable. We have a lot of great decks being played right now. Every single day after everything is uploaded to my YouTube channel, I tag a number of decks as favorites. So if you just want to watch the best of the best at the end of the day, you're always able to find those on my website there. Is this keepable? I feel like this is in the range of keepable. If it just runs a bunch of lands off, it's pretty okay. If it finds a cat, we get to get the oven going. Perfect. So I'd like to just draw lands for the next 3 turns. Yeah, hand sucks, keep feels appropriate. I'm not going to bring the cat back, even though I could attack with it. Because they have like a Bone Crusher Giant here. I don't want them to be able to kill the cat, and then I don't have something to make with food. Sure. Maybe I'm supposed to wait on the Swift end. Because if I draw a land, I might just want to Ritual of Soot that. Because, like, I don't really want to play this out until after I Ritual. Because I don't want to, like, lose this to my sweeper, basically. Huh? Alright, new plan. New plan. Let's draw some lands and then kill them with this Grey Merchant, huh? No Lava Coil for my Ayara. That's a good first step. They have a Slaying Fire here for him. Meow. Back to the old plan, yep. Tradesies. Tradesies. Is that a misclick? Maybe they didn't want to trade these. Hoping to draw a land here so we can go. Sack the cat, Ritual of Soot. Get a good clean 2-for-1 here. Maybe they got Comcasted, maybe their toddler knocked over their drink, maybe their doorbell rang, maybe their pizza was done in the oven. Evening, Naya. Light them up. They're on fire. Those are very bad cards. They are very dead. They are dead, dead. Alright, I think I'm relatively happy with where this main deck ended up at. Maybe Woe Strider could or could not be good. It might be worth considering getting another Erebos in here. Gutterbones also maybe a little bit medium. I can also be convinced that, like, not maxing out on this card is bad, just because, like, 3 Devotion's real good for both Erebos and Grey Merchant. Fenlurker's quite excellent. Not only does it provide a good amount of devotion and always guaranteed 1-for-1 them, but Fenlurker paired with a sack outlet with Shepherd is very powerful. Just like being able to like flip this back and take another card out of their hand is great. You can also sack the Fenlurker during their draw step and take their only card for the turn, which is excellent as well. Yeah, we're gonna do one more today. So I got a bunch of people here. I got 2,400 of my closest friends, so I think my biggest takeaway from this deck is I described it at the start as a mid-range deck, and it really felt more like a combo deck. It felt like we were just like positioning to burn people out with Grey Merchant, and Nightmare Shepherd, especially when paired with that, really like we 20'd people at more than one point. Bookmark that for later. All right, what are we doing? So for the last deck of the day, we're going to go ahead and roll on into some Mardu Fires here. While I get set up for this, I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at.